So these are my second round predictions for the PDC World Grand Prix, which starts tonight. The second round starts tonight. So starting off then with Duke Humphries versus Christopher Tazzi. Very solid performance from Christopher Tazzi in his first round win over Martin Schindler. Perfect, solid all the way, solid performance all the way through. And Duke Humphries coming through a dangerous first round tie against Nathan Aspinall with a 2-0 win, which puts my predictions in the bin already. And yeah, to be fair, I think Humphries is under far now, let's be real. And that's the thing with these top players, once they get past the first game in the first round, they will done the tournament one. No disrespect to Christopher Tazzi, but I think Humphries will get the win here and win 3-1 against Christopher Tazzi. Cameron Menzies against Rob Twats. Rob Twats knee threw the game away against Russell Nyman after being in full control, but got the win in the end. Cameron Menzies, fair play to him. As much Chris Dorby was awful, Chris Dorby was terrible, Cameron Menzies held his emotions, controlled his emotions, got a nice comfortable win over Chris Dorby. And that's what Cameron Menzies can do. That's what he can do once he has his emotions in place. But then, the tougher the test comes, then Cameron Menzies' mental state might kick in. So, but for me, I still think Rob Twats wins this game for me. I do think Rob Twats is still the better player. I'm going for a 3-1 win for Rob Twats. Stephen Bunting versus Danny Noppert. Stephen Bunting put in a very impressive performance against Nicholas Winner, who is a very tough player, up and coming dance player as well. Very tough player, talented player as well. Bunting puts in a great performance. Danny Noppert edged out Jermaine Wattimena, didn't he, in a close contest between the two of them. Danny Noppert, solid operator. Stephen Bunting. If Stephen Bunting can just turn up consistently, like he has done, then he definitely does fine tournaments, doesn't he? Does Stephen. I do think Bunting does win this game though. I'm going for Bunting to win 3-1 against Danny Noppert. Up next, Joe Cullen, the taunter of James Wade. James Wade's recent streak of recent major finals has now ended this year. After being knocked out by Joe Cullen. Massive surprise, that one. When you look at the tournament, it's made for James Wade as well. Joe Cullen, to be fair to him, played well. Double in, double out, played well. Storen was dud as well. Never really gave James Wade a chance. And it was a dud performance from Joe Cullen. And I'm happy for him because he has been struggling, Joe Cullen, in this recent year. So it takes on Darry Anderson, who defeated Wayne van Barneveld 2-1. There was no handshake at the end. I don't know what that was all about, but yeah, I expected Darry Anderson to win. No matter what Darry Anderson turned up, I did expect him to beat Barney, if I'm being honest with you. And I do expect Darry Anderson to win here against Joe Cullen. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for Darry Anderson against Joe Cullen. Up next, Yukiya takes on the defending champion, Mighty Decker. Mighty Decker came from one set down to beat Peter White 2-1, which was always a dangerous game for Mighty Decker because you don't know what Peter White had done at that, to be honest with you. Wow, Yukiya, that game was ridiculous between Yukiya and Shane Van Veen. So cruel, so harsh on Shane Van Veen, who averaged around 106. Average 105. And this is on starting the double as well. It's ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Shane Van Veen never got a chance. Shane Van Veen literally never got a chance against And it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous against this kid. It really is. And when the kid is on that form, He's like an AI dartbot. He really is. Can't get near him. And yeah, no disrespect to Mike Tedesco here. No disrespect. Mike Tedesco's not performing the same as he did when he won the World Grand Prix. Comfortable win for Yeta, in my opinion. I think Yeta does a job on Mike Tedesco and wins 3-0. This is where it would come back to haunt me now, wouldn't it? And but yeah, Mike Tedesco, he hasn't been performing since that World Grand Prix win. Let's be real. Up next, number 7 seed Darren Price against Josh Watt. Josh Watt, both players came through tough tests. Josh Watt winning a last year decided against Wayne Joyce. Against Wayne Joyce 2-1. Wayne Joyce, who's very good on his double hitting as well. So it's always a tough test for Josh Watt. I did go for Wayne Joyce and knock Josh Watt out. But then it was always 50-50 that day. When Josh Watt has a better power store, and Darren Price, he struggled in the first set against Wayne Searle, didn't he? And he was in big trouble, Darren Price, but he came back like he does. And Darren Price really is box office when he does them wards as well. Darren Price. So it's a tough one, but obviously I do have to go for my start of the tournament prediction. I did go for Darren Price to win the tournament, so I am going to go for Darren Price to edge Josh Watt out in an absolute classic. A 3 for them, 3-2 against Josh Watt. And the other standout game the second round is Dirk van Dijkbode versus Dal Durney. Dirk van Dijkbode defeating Mike van Durham 2-0. This is why I keep saying the World Series of Darts is not a major. It's a Mickey Mouse. It's a Mickey Mouse tournament that no one cares about. And Dirk van Dijkbode showed why he was back to his best in this recent year. So with that 2-0 win over Mike van Durham didn't turn up. And Mike van Durham is now in that Darry Hansen category where you don't know what to expect from him. He is past his best now. Albeit Mike van Durham's been struggling with his personal issues, albeit. Dal Durney picking up a 2-0 win over Ross Smith. Ross Smith didn't turn up either. And Dal Durney was a relatively comfortable win for him. This will be a battle. Over them. I think this will go to the last set. Dal Durney always makes it a battle. But I am going to go for Dirk van Dijkbode to win 3-2 against Dal Durney in this one. And finally, Johnny Curtin versus Newt Woodhouse. Johnny Curtin wasn't perfect performance from him in his win against Andrew Dildon. I did expect better from Johnny Curtin when I do feel he is the Tom Pete Patties when he's on it. Johnny Curtin, dud storing, dud double hitting as well when he's on it. But to be fair, I will get him off as the first game. While Newt Woodhouse, I wasn't shocked by Woodhouse beating David Hatter. David Hatter is more of a floor player than a stage player. He gets overhyped on into tournaments, David Hatter, and never turns up on the stage. It's that simple. Newt Woodhouse, he could be the next Mike Tedesco. I got high expectations for Newt Woodhouse in these upcoming months and years. I do feel he's a solid player. I can see him winning something, Newt Woodhouse. Yeah, Mike Tedesco did. But I don't think it would be this tournament. I do think Johnny Curtin does get a 3-1 win over Newt Woodhouse, in my opinion. So they're my second round predictions for the PDC World Grand Prix. Feel free to leave your predictions down below in the comments. I'll be back for the quarterfinals.